All right, so how do I get my assignments and actually do my assignments and then turn them in on Google Classroom? That's what this video is going to be about today. All right, so you are in your Google Classroom as a student. You see all your different subjects here. Sometimes in the white area, if you have an assignment that's going to be due soon, you're going to see that assignment listed here. So this view here is a really good view. Parents as well, if you're listening to this is a great view for you to quickly see what assignments are almost due for your student, for your child. All right. For students, this is a great area for you to come to and say, okay, what do I need to check off my list? What do I need to finish? Have I turned this in yet or have I not? All right, this is a great view. So this view is simply by clicking on, if you look at the upper right hand area with the 9 little dot grid here, you click on that, you click on your Google Classroom, and you're going to be taken here. All right, so let's go to our demo class, for example. You get an assignment, okay? For me, I always tell my students to forget the stream part. The stream is basically where I'm going to be making announcements. So you can look here and see if there's any new announcements. Does Ms. Shepard want me to do anything? But really, for the assignments part, I want you to go to classwork. Click on that classworks tab because I am going to organize for you all of the different assignments based on the week that I've assigned them. Okay, so the week of 8/24, August 24th, that's your first week of school. I'm going to have all the different assignments there, okay, underneath there. Now, they might pop up at different times throughout the week, but they're all going to be under here. Okay, so if you're ever absent, you can come back to this Google Classroom and you can check, oh, okay, this is what I've missed. I missed on, the 24th, we had a fish in a tree, HyperDoc Part 1. Okay, I better download that. All right, so this is where you're going to find your assignments. Now, when you look at an assignment underneath the topic, so the topic will be bolded, week of 8/24/2020, okay? It will be bolded. That's not an assignment. What's the assignments are what are underneath. They're going to have these little icons. It's either going to have a clipboard or it's going to look like a form if it's a quiz. But either way, don't worry so much about the icon. Look at the title. I will try to title it the best I can to clarify what it is for you. All right, you have Fish in a Tree, Part 1, HyperDoc. This is due September 16th by 3 p.m. Now, all of you should have somewhere where you're writing down assignments and when they're due, whether that's a calendar, an agenda. Find yourself a cute little, journal or something like that. I have my own here where I literally have put in different assignments and things like that I have to do. I write down goals. This is a great thing for you to do in your life. Obviously, you see me, I'm 34 years old. I'm still doing stuff like this. This is a great organizational tip. So whenever you see a new assignment, you should have that agenda, that planner next to you, and you should write down what that assignment is and when it's due. These are tough times, you guys. You guys are having to take on a little bit more responsibility that teachers normally do for you. But quite frankly, I would still recommend this even if we were in classroom. Okay. I still want to see that. If I have to call you and hunt you down and stop by your house and honk until I get an assignment from you, I will. But I don't want to have to do that because you're old enough. Okay. So please, please, please write down the assignments and when they're due. Use your phone. Set up an alarm on your phone. Oh, my Fish in a Tree HyperDoc is due tomorrow. I better finish that. Okay. Either way, of course, with all the assignments, I'm going to be reminding you of when they're due. So don't worry too much about it. Okay. So the point being, you're going to see the assignment. You're going to see when it's due. If you click on that assignment, you're going to see even more. It's going to have a drop down. You're going to see, okay, the instructions. Download the file. Organize your copy into a Fish in a Tree folder on your Google Drive. There are the folders that I hope you already made. If you haven't made a Fish in a Tree folder, you're going to have to do that, which I can show you how to do. Okay. And then, of course, I have the rubric. If you want to see how I grade you, you just simply click on that rubric and it will bring up how it is you're going to be graded, how this assignment is going to be graded. All right. And then you can actually view the assignment, or you can just click where it will say your name and then the name of the assignment. If it has your name in front, it means that I've already made a copy for you. You do not need to make a copy. This is your copy. This is it. Now, how can I explain this best for you? Once you have this copy, every time I tell you that we're going to work on our HyperDoc, do not go back. Do not go back to your Google Classroom and click on this every time. Once you've downloaded it once, you go into your Google Drive and you open it from there. Okay. If you kept coming back to your Google Classroom and clicking it here, that's like me giving you a brand new piece of paper every single time. Is your work from the past going to be on that paper if I give you a new paper every time? No, it's not. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open it up, save it to your drive in your Fish in a Tree folder, which I'll show you how to do in a second here. And always open it up from your drive so that your past work will be there. I'm not giving you a new one every time. You're pulling out from your folder, your Google Drive, you're pulling out that information, that document. Okay. All right. So here we have our Fish in a Tree HyperDoc. When you have it here, keep the title and everything the same. Come to this little folder here. You might need to give it a second to load up, but that's okay. Come to this folder here and you're going to move it. Okay, you need to move it because otherwise it's going to be in those Google Classroom folders that I told you are automatically made for you, but can become pretty chaotic. So again, you're going to click on this folder. This is as soon as you get it. This is how you organize it. Okay, you want to press this back arrow until this gray part here says My Drive. Once you're there, you should be able to see all your folders for your different Google Classrooms for your different subjects, okay? So this is language arts, all right? So here's my language arts folder. I'm going to click the arrow to open up that folder. Now I need to make a folder because I haven't made my Fish in a Tree folder yet. So I'm going to come down here to this plus sign and I'm going to write Fish in a Tree. Now instead of writing out the whole thing, I write Fiat, okay? Once you have created and named that folder, you press the check mark to actually create it. Now in this gray part, you see that it says Fiat. Well, that means that's your Fish in a Tree folder now. So whatever this gray area here is, that's what folder you're in. Okay. So then I'm going to click move here. And now next time I go to find my Fish in a Tree HyperDoc, it's going to be in that folder. Okay. So for example, let's see here. Let's go to, let me come over here. Let's go to my Google Drive so that I can show you guys. So the next time we close this down, I'm not in English today, tomorrow. Okay, now Ms. Shepherd has asked me to open up that HyperDoc to work on it a little bit more, work on another section. I know that I must not go to Google Classroom and open it up again from that assignment in Google Classroom because that's like getting a brand new paper all over again. I don't want to do that. So what I am going to do instead is come to my Google Drive. Now, if I've recently worked on it, it's going to be right up here at the top and I can just click on it that way. But if I haven't, I know that I need to go to my English folder. So I double click my English folder. And then within my English folder here are all the different textbooks that I've read or will be reading. I open up my Fish in a Tree one, double click to open, and then there's my assignment that I can double click to open. Okay. This is pretty simple, you guys. This is how I always want you to be opening up those documents, especially the ones that we're going to work on for many days. All right. So always make sure that you go to the Classworks tab in Google Classroom, download and organize into the appropriate folder.